Hello and welcome to the Unwritten Life. My name is Kjersti and I still haven't found a house, but I know some things that I'm gonna do, which is why I have seed packets. And yes, I don't have a house, but I do have a planter, like a wooden thingy that my dad built for me. I do have access to that. And yes, I know we're mid-March. There is definite chance of frost for probably another month, but some plants are more like cold tolerant than others. Will this work? I don't know, but I'm getting desperate here, okay? I'm getting very desperate about finding a house, but since I haven't found a house, I'm gonna do what I can at the moment. Even with a thing hanging over me that I'm down to the wire. That's a new expression. I've heard the expression before, but I kind of forgot about it, but I was reminded, so thank you. And I'm down to the wire about getting my ass out of my parents' house because I'm currently in my little bedroom where some of my stuff is. And I don't have access to a lot, but I did find my box of seeds. It's a big box. Got a lot of seeds in it. But seeing how the situation is, how it is, I don't really have space. I do have the planter that is living outside, and I don't think I'll be able to fit all my seeds. And no, these are not all my seeds. I have a lot more, but honestly, I don't even know if all these will fit in my planter. But I want to talk you through it because I need to, okay? I need to, so I'm gonna do it because I'm getting desperate here about finding a house, but I haven't. But I have that one planter that I have access to, and even though it's still partially frozen, I'm gonna say, screw it, what the heck, I have the seeds, why not? Because, yeah, the desperation, as I said, now kicking in. And I'm gonna take some of the soil out of it because that soil has been used for, I don't know, 4 years, I think, maybe? And it hasn't exactly gotten a lot of nutrients put back into it. I've just taken the nutrients out of that soil. So that soil is, hard to grow in for stuff because it don't contain any nutrients anymore. So I'm gonna hopefully keep my fingers crossed it's possible that it's not completely frozen. And let's be honest, I haven't checked. But if it's completely frozen, this is gonna have to wait a while. But if it's not completely frozen, I'm gonna dig some of the not bad soil, some of the dead nutrient, it's not nutrient deficient, it's more like it had nutrients, and then the nutrients got used of the plants I had in the planter in the previous, potentially 4 years, without adding anything. So I'm gonna take some of the soil out, put it in my parents' garden where they already have some soil, and then I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed that my dad's cold compost pile is not completely frozen, so I can dig a little bit out of that one and put in my planter. Fingers crossed I also get some worms with it so they can thrive in my planter. That would be amazing because worms are like a farmer's best friend. And although I'm not technically a farmer yet, I am studying organic farming, so I'm working on it. And I'm gonna buy somewhere. Wherever I end up buying, there will be space for me to grow stuff, because that is the goal with buying a place, is to have enough place to grow stuff. Preferably I want acres upon acres upon acres, but money is an issue. Finding the place is an issue. There are a lot of issues, but we're at seed starting time. So, yeah. And I probably should have looked the names up because I do not know all the names in English. That didn't occur to me until right this second. So, yeah. And I've only grabbed seed package I've already kind of used previous years, because even though they have a best before date, seeds do not expire. they just lose their willingness to grow that easily. Some seeds, the germination rate is like dipping lower faster, and others don't really care. And I know that carrots are some of the seeds that their germination rate dips low pretty fast, and this seed package is from 2015. So yeah, I don't think this is gonna grow, probably not at all, but it doesn't mean I'm not gonna try. So this is carrots, so I'm gonna try those. But as I said, such an old seed package, I doubt I'll get a single carrot, but there are still some seeds in here, so I'm gonna go for it. And if I don't get any carrots, too bad. Also, there are a limited amount of space in the planter. Gonna see if I can throw in a little clip to show you. But yeah, I love carrots. I would love to grow some carrots, but yeah, the nutrients is also gonna be an issue in the planter. But as I said, hopefully my dad's compost isn't completely frozen, so I can grab some of that. And I had like slow release fertilizer that I bought a couple of years ago, and it's in a box, and I can't access the box. I will say, me and my dad did manage to locate the box, but we can't actually access it without picking apart a rather big pile of my stuff. And none of us were interested in that, so that's not happening. That has to wait until I move. Yep, so that's an issue. But yeah, in the planter, I'm gonna try to grow, and yes, it says back on the back here that you can't start them until April, and we're currently March 19th, so just past the midpoint of March, but I'm gonna say what the heck and throw them in. Unless it rains tomorrow too, because it started raining today, so nothing got done today outside, because I'm not gonna do that in the rain when there might be a chance of the soil being frozen too. But yeah, carrots is one. And I don't know if everything is gonna fit in the planter because, as I said, a limited amount of space. And this is a flower. It's an edible flower. Don't really taste much, but it looks pretty. It's a calendula. It says in the back here, Calendula officinalis. Yeah. And this is also an older seed package. So, you know, maybe I'll empty out some seed package so I don't have to bring them. I don't know. And another old seed package. I have newer ones too. It's a brassica. It's white cabbage. Can you see the picture? Hopefully. I'm still struggling to the focus thing, but anyway, this is a brassica. And brassicas are, as far as I know, cold tolerant, so I can totally put the seeds in the ground, and if it freezes, well, that happens, and if it grows, it grows. But it's an old one. The rest ones are newer. This just don't look that new. This is a salad. And yeah. I don't eat a lot of salad. And I don't think I've ever actually eaten this brassica. But, you know, grow stuff. It's fun. But this salad I've eaten a lot of is really good. So, but yeah, the seeds are getting old, so sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I'm not crazy about this next one, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I have the seeds, because I heard it was quick. And you know, if I find a house and buy and then move, I would like some quick stuff too. Okay, the carrots are, doesn't say how long, about potentially 3 months, maybe. It's hard to tell. The the flowers, the calendula is, I probably should have said this right away, 70 days. So a little bit more than 2 months. And you know, the planter, it's probably not the first thing we move. The brassica, oh, the brassica is only 40 days. So that could actually work. Whether I move quickly or not. So that would be awesome. And the salad, I know you can start eating it after like a month. So 30 days on the salad. And yes, the next one, radishes. I'm not crazy about it. And the last few times I've tried to grow it, they've been eaten by bugs. So, you know, that's not very promising. But it's only 35 days of growing. So I am, you know, besides, if they grow, I'll get to grow stuff and then my mom can eat them because she is not such a picky eater because I'm a picky eater. So, yeah. And then the next thing is a salad. It's a specific salad. But I don't know. That's the front. And then as far as I know, this is the Latin name of it. It's right here. Yeah. And I've grown this one before, and it's really good. At least I like it. And I mean, it has to be good if I like it, because I'm a picky eater. But it takes a long time. 120 days, so 4 months. But at the same time, you can start, like, you don't have to wait until it heads up or get, like, really full. You could just start nibbling on the lower leaves. That's what I've been doing anyway. And from what I can tell, all of these are, like, somewhat cold tolerant. And then we have spinach. There's that, and that's the Latin name. And this spinach is said to take 60 days, so 2 months. That should also work. I've tried growing the spinach before, but it's always kind of, what's it called? Oh no, I'm forgetting the word. It started trying to make blossoms, which is super annoying. It even says on the back here that it's called cold tolerant. And yeah, it starts flowering, and then, yeah, that's what happened the last few times. So maybe starting it this early will not make it flower, so I can actually get some spinach out of it, because that haven't happened before. So that would be fun. And then only 2 left now. The next is thyme, garden thyme. That's the Latin name. And it's such a pretty, and I have a feeling it's gonna smell good. I don't know if I'm gonna like the taste of it, but hey, if it looks pretty and it smells good, I'm good. And it says it takes 90 days. And yet again, I can direct seed this from April. We're not in April yet, but I'm gonna say what the heck and go for it. And then the last one that I grew a couple of last year, they turned out to be like, okay, that's too big. Tennis ball? No, not tennis ball, boy, wait. They almost managed to become the size of a golf ball. Aren't they like this tiny? I think so. It's a brassica. That's the picture. So it's cold tolerant when it's a brassica. Brassicas are generally always cold tolerant. And it's supposed to only take 60 days. You know, if they don't get eaten by bugs. Because if they get eaten by bugs, they take either endless or no days. Because you don't really control the bugs. Or at least I sure as hell don't control the bugs. They do whatever they want. But yeah. These are a little tiny part of my seed collection, but because as I said, yes, I have a lot of seeds and I love them, and I would like to grow all of them. Though there are a few seed packets that have like a ton of seeds in them, so maybe not all of those at once. But I just wanted to share it because I'm really excited, and I'm also really like desperate to get a place where I can like have a huge garden instead of just a tiny little planter. But at least I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed that for like tomorrow or the next day or something, there's gonna be a clear day with no rain. Also no snow because it snowed like a week ago, maybe. So yeah, no snow, no rain, like sun would be amazing. If it's an overcast day, it's fine. I'm gonna sow the seeds. If I can chop my way down to my dad's compost under the leaves, and you know, it might be frozen. I know, it might be frozen. But if I use a shovel and I like really go for it, if I can get some chunks out, I mean, if I can get some chunks out, I can smash the chunks so it's like more smaller parts, and then I can sow the seeds in them. And also, if I smash it and get smaller pieces, if I water it, it should crumble more, right? At least I hope so. That's my plan. Fingers crossed that it actually happens. But also it's dark outside now, so I can't show you anything outside. And yeah, I just needed to talk about this because I need to do it because it's important, okay? Grow something green. Or, you know, something with the flowers. And if they're edible, it's just an extra bonus. You get something pretty and you can eat it. But I don't know if all types of calendula are edible. And I think it's only the blooms that are edible. But if you foray into, you know, what things are edible when it comes to flowers, check out a book from the library or use the internet to search and get in the information, because I do not have all the information. And I never will. There is way too much information out in the world for me to be able to know all of it. But those are the seeds I'm going to start with. I'm really excited. Keep my fingers crossed for good weather so I can actually do this and get there and find a house. Because I need to, because I have a deadline that's called summer. In the summer, I'm getting out of my house anyway, or out of my parents' house, because they're kind of kicking me out. That's the deal now. So I better find a house. Hopefully something with a lot of land so I can grow all the food and have all the plants and all the flowers and all the trees and all the berry bushes and fruit trees and animals. And no, that is not going to happen the first year. It's gonna, let's just say it's a very long-term plan that's going to stretch over probably the rest of my life, let's be honest. But I'm really excited to get going, and right now this is the only way I get to get going. So wish me luck, good weather, and I can get the seeds in the ground and hopefully also find a house soon. Fingers crossed for that, and thumbs up. Blah, blah. Not gonna ask about that apparently, but I hope you have enjoyed this little seed chat. I didn't tell you much about them because I don't know all the words in English, and I don't know how interested you really are, but I wanted to make this video, so I did. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! And here is the planter. It's not very big. It's got stuff from last year, so cleanup is needed. The compost pile still has a little bit of snow in it, but I'm gonna do my best. The other compost pile, it's got more stuff in it.